Hi and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Felicia here with another video. So I am up this morning and I am having my coffee. I'm doing laundry. I'm about to put a face mask on and get myself together. It is Sunday fun day. Football season is back in, so I was like, let me sit down real quick and do a video so I can have it out. The video that I am doing is going to be a get to know me video, 10 fun facts or 10 facts about me, things you may not know or things that I may have mentioned in previous videos. So let's get into it. Okay, so I did write notes because I didn't want to ramble and I wanted to get right to it. So the first thing is I graduated from the same elementary school that our forever First Lady, Michelle Obama, graduated from. And that is Bryn Mawr Elementary School. Yes. Now, I did not graduate with her. No, I graduated from 8th grade there in 91. I can't remember when she graduated, but I sure know it wasn't in 91. And I was in the honors program. If you read Becoming, you know that I believe that she was either in the honors or the gifted program. She may have been in the gifted program. There were two programs at Bryn Mawr. One was the gifted program where you had the kids that were smart, really, really smart, you know, that achieved really well at academics, and then you had the honors program. And the kids in the honors program were basically kids who did well on their standardized testing, which means that they either scored higher than their grade level. So, for example, when I was in 6th grade, I was reading on an 8th grade level. And so that's kind of how it pushed me into the honors program. But yeah, we both graduated from Bryn Mawr. It is now Boucher, but at the time that I went there and First Lady Michelle went there, it was called Bryn Mawr, right on the good old south side of Chicago on Jeffrey. If you are familiar with Chicago, you know where Jeffrey is. It's on like 73rd and Jeffrey. Next, I am a Gemini and damn proud of it. Yes. I love the fact that I'm a Gemini. I love being a Gemini. I love people's reaction when I tell them I'm a Gemini. My birthday is June 9th. It just passed. Well, not just passed, but yes, I am a June Gemini. My birthday is June 9th. And I did some studying and digging a little deeper because I am into zodiacs to a certain extent. I do believe that your zodiac and when you were born does have some play on your characteristics and your personality. So I am a June Gemini, but I am also under the Aries moon. What exactly does that mean all the way? I can't really tell you. I forgot, but I do know that I'm a June Gemini under the Aries moon. Next, I worked in retail, y'all. I used to work in retail like in my 20s. Yeah, in my early to mid, in my early 20s, I worked in retail. I worked for a store. It was called One Price Clothing Store, or the streets would call it the $7 store. I worked there. I did that for like maybe 3 years. I got all the way up into an assistant manager. And then I worked for Payless briefly. And at one point when I was in that retail arena or whatever, I wanted to be like, my dream job was, or my goal was to become a manager for like a major retail store, like your Carson's or your Macy's. At the time, it was Marshall Fields. Then it turned to Macy's and stuff like that. And I eventually got a job at a major retailer, Sears, because I don't think they open anymore. But I got hired with Sears, y'all, and I was not feeling it. And that was my last retail job at Sears. After that, I was doing a lot of administrative work going forward. But what's funny is I took a part-time job a couple of years ago during the holiday. I took a part-time job at Carson's and hated it. Hated retail. I was like, I don't have to ever do this again. I don't know if it's because of my age or just being used to working in an office setting, but it was not the move for me. And I thank God for deliverance, because no shade to the people that work in retail, but I can't do it. And what's funny is that my family used to always tease me like, how are you working in retail? Because if my family tell you, they'll tell you that I'm low-key mean, which I'm not. I just don't like the BS, but that's neither here nor there. By the time I was 22, I had both of my sons. I was pregnant with my first son at 19. I had him when I was 20. I was pregnant with my youngest son when I was 21. I had him when I was 22. I have 2 sons. That's it. That's all. Love them to death. Those my boys. And it's amazing to see them now at the age that I was when I had them. They are now 21, and my oldest son will be 23 this year. And I am also a new grandmother. If you have not heard me say it, yes, I have a granddaughter. Ain't that crazy? I had 2 sons, and now I have a granddaughter. But I have 2 granddaughters, love her to death. I mean, no, I have, slow down. I have 2 sons, one granddaughter. And she will be 2 months next week. But yeah, I have two sons, 1 granddaughter. Had them by the time I was 22. And it did kind of put a pause on my life. Well, not necessarily. When I got pregnant with my oldest son, I was in school. I was going to a city college at the time, but I did stop going. Then I ended up having my second son. But at that same time, that was my motivation in retail to really work and push. And that's how I made it to becoming an assistant manager and had the aspirations to become like a manager at a big store because I had my sons. It didn't work out that way. God had another plan for me. And, you know, I thank God for the path that I've been on, the path that I'm on now, and the things that I've been through. But yes, by the time I was 22, I had 2 sons. But I do have my degree. I do have a professional, I have a professional good job right now. And I'm good. So don't let, if you're watching this, I'm not saying go out and become a teen mother or unwed mother or nothing like that. But don't let society tell you that just because you're a single mom that your life stops or you can't achieve. And let me also say that both of my sons graduated high school. They were both accepted into college. That wasn't for them. That wasn't what they really wanted to do. Well, it really wasn't for them, and other things happened, but they both graduated out of high school, went to an awesome high school, played sports, did great in sports. My oldest son actually did go away for school for a year. So that whole single mom stuff, don't fall to prey to that. I was born and raised on the South Side. South Side. I am from Chicago. I was born and raised on the South Side till I die. I am a Chi-Town girl till I die. I've lived in Inglewood. I've lived in South Shore, or what some people would say if they're from Chicago, over east. I've lived in the Woodlawn area. Right now I live in Indiana, Hammond, Indiana. But I'm like 30 minutes away from Chicago. Not even 30. Depending on the road, baby. I can get there in 15. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I was born and raised on the South Side of Chicago. I am a Chicago girl, and I am proud of it. Damn all what the media is trying to say about Chicago. I love my town. Chicago is the best. Point blank, period. I met my boyfriend, my boo thing. I met him online, y'all. We've been together for 6 years. I'm not going to tell y'all what website or app I met him off of, but we met online. And I shot my shot. I was the one to shoot the shot. That's all I'm going to say. But I met him online. I shot my shot. And here we are now, 6 years later. Still together. And we're still together. I have been married and got a divorce. Well, obviously, if I got a boo thing. But yeah, ooh, excuse me. I have been married. I was married for 5 years and we got a divorce. We're actually cool. Like, we're cool. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, that it got awkward. But yeah, we cool. He's still a great friend to the family. He's actually still family. To an extent. Yeah, he's still family. My family looks at him as family. So yeah, I was married and I have gotten a divorce. And next, I have a podcast. So if you like my personality on YouTube, if you think that I'm funny or whatever the reason that you watch my videos, I don't even think I really get like cut up on my channel the way I do on my podcast. I have a podcast with my girl T. It is called Two Chicks Talking Shit, and that's what we do. We talk our shit. I love it. We do celebrity gossip, current events. We have girl talk, all that. So I will put a link in the description if you want to check that out. But yes, I am a podcaster as well as a YouTube. Something like, you know, a little media specialist or whatever. Next, I did not learn how to drive, y'all, until I was about 24, 25 years old. The reason why I took driver's ed in high school, you got to take, well, at the time when I was in high school, you had to take driver's ed. That was a required class. I took it. I passed it. I even did the range thing. I just don't think I completed it. I was not eager, or learning to drive was not a priority to me. And even with having children, because by the time I learned how to drive, my sons were age. They was like 4 or 5. Yeah. So by the time I learned how to drive, my kids was older. And that was one of the forces for me to learn how to drive. My oldest son asked me one day when I picked him up from school, from his preschool, he said, "Mommy, why is it that we have to get on the bus and all my other friends get in their cars when they, mommy or daddy, picked them up?" And I was like, because I can't drive, because I don't have a car. I can't drive. And then not only that, but I was getting to a point when if I met somebody or whatever, and they'd be like, "Can you drive?" And I was like, "No." And they'd be like, "What? You can't drive?" I don't know if it was my energy or my vibe that just made them think that I had a whole Tahoe or something in the parking lot ready to pull off. I don't know what it was, but when I told people I couldn't drive, they could not believe it. They were shocked. So I did not learn how to drive until I was 24 or 25. My dad taught me how to drive, and my ex-husband helped me buy my first car. And there was also another driving force. My ex-husband was at the time we were dating, and he was basically like, "I don't know what your move been before me, but I'm not a chauffeur. So if you need to get around and you got these boys, you're going to have to learn how to drive." And here I am. I learned how to drive when I was 24. And last but not least, I did not start my podcast until I was 40 or 41 years old. I was definitely in my 40s. I'm still in my 40s, early 40s to be exact. But I started my podcast when I was about 40 or 41. not my podcast. I started my YouTube channel when I was about 40. No. I had to be like 41. I think I was 41 when I started my podcast. But I started my podcast. Why do I keep saying podcast? I started my YouTube channel. I started my YouTube channel when I was probably 41. Not 40. Maybe 41. I just turned the camera on. Well, turned my phone on. And got in front of it and started talking, posted the video, and here we are today. It's slowly growing. I've been doing this thing for a while, but it's slowly growing. I'm getting better as I do it, but I'm not letting my age hinder me. And I would say this to anybody. Don't let your age be a factor in you not doing something. Don't ever let somebody tell you you're too old to do anything. Start a new venture, start a new adventure, start a new business, whatever the case may be. Don't let your age be a deterrent factor, even if that's going back to school. If you want to go back to school, don't let nobody tell you that you're too old or that you shouldn't or whatever the case may be. You want to get you a man, whatever. Don't let your age stop you. So yes, I am a 40-something grandmother with adult children and a YouTube channel. So that's it. That's all, y'all. That's a little something about me. If you want to know more, like if I said something and it piqued your interest and you want to know more, ask me a question down in the comment section. I might do a follow-up video to this. If you have questions, I will definitely ask them in a follow-up video. But until then, if you are new to my channel, please go ahead and like and subscribe. What's up to all my good girlfriends and friends, if we got some fellas in the building. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.